Hey everyone, and welcome to Beetle Land. Now, if we can make it down without getting into any battles, then we can head towards recruiting Digimon and Quaggamon, two champions who basically modify the gym. They basically make it so that you gain more stats when you train in the gym. Something which is completely useless for a challenge like this, but I need them for their prosperity points. So come here to Digimon. Mention about the arena. Yeah, to recruit that Digimon, you have to have already recruited Greymon. Obviously, Greymon opens the training arena, which is what you tell him about. So, you know, basically, if you haven't got Greymon, then you haven't got the option of the arena, because the arena wouldn't have been opened, and so basically you have to recruit Greymon before you can recruit the Digimon. The other Digimon there, he can teach you a move, but obviously you've got to have good stats, which I haven't got, so that's going to have to wait for a while. So that's them joined, which I believe ups my prosperity points to 44. So I'm basically one prosperity point away from being able to access Leomon's Ancestor Cave, because I believe you need 45 in order for the Drimogemon to have drilled through. And obviously I'm 6 prosperity points away from Mount Infinity. And I'm going to hope that Unimon's in the item shop, because again I'm trying to get hold of him. Ah, he is. Brilliant. I just recover some basics. One thing vital that I really want from him. But firstly I'm going to get some meats. One thing vital that I really want from him. These bring you back. If you get defeated in a battle, these bring you back. Absolutely vital. I wish I could buy more, but I can't. I have to make do with the ones that I've got. Water bottle's going to go to the item bank at some point. Now I believe I've got enough points for Vadermon to show. Just gonna look at the Xiaomon's board. Yeah. Good. Any others? Just cool. I'm gonna rush on over there because Vadermon is an ultimate. That's another 3 prosperity points. Brings it up to 47 if I'm correct, and I can then access Leomon's Ancestor Cave, which will bring me up to 49, and then just 1 away from Mount Infinity. And I'm thinking about battling either Pixiemon or Monzaemon, because neither of them are Digimon that I have to learn techniques from. I mean, obviously, you know, techniques will have to be learned, but all of their techniques can be learned from other Digimon. Pixiemon uses Bug, which you can learn from Tentomon in Beetle Land. Danger Sting, which you can learn from Danger Sting can be learned from a red Vegiemon, and Confusion Storm, which you can learn from Pidomon in Mount Infinity. See, the red Vegemons, they just loiter in native forest. And none of those moves can be learned by Greymon. And all of them can be learnt from other Digimons, so it doesn't really matter if Piximon gets beaten. It's not like Piximon has an exclusive technique that I have to learn from him. As for Monzaemon, if I remember rightly, he uses full power, which you can learn from Machine Dramon on a rematch, Buster Dive and Megaton Punch, which you can learn from the Ghostumons. I think they're the techniques that he uses. I'm also thinking he may use Tremor, but that can be learnt from the Monochromons in Mount Infinity. So, you know, beating Piximon or Monzaemon isn't going to ruin the challenge because none of the moves that they have are exclusive. You know, it's not like I have to learn the techniques from them. The moves can be learned from other Digimon. And like I said, I can't even learn any of the techniques with Greymon anyway, so I would only be beating them for the sake of beating them. But they will give me 3 vital prosperity points, which will open up Mount Infinity. Though at the moment, all I can do is defeat Devimon, because I can't beat Metal Greymon at the moment. I have to learn Infinity Burn from him. And I can't beat Megadramon, I've got to learn DG Dimension from him. As for Devimon, he uses Muscle Charge, which I've got, and I think the other two are Megaton Punch, which can be learnt elsewhere, and Megalo Spark, which can be learnt elsewhere. Megalo Spark I can learn with Greymon, but I won't try to. You know, if I learn it, then that would be a bonus, but I'm not going to try to. I'd be better off with a Digimon who has Electric as one of their main types. Have better odds of learning it. I think what I might try and do is learn Megalo Spark from the Soulmons in Greylord's Mansion, along with Thunderbolt and Electric Cloud if possible. Obviously, for that to be possible, I would need a Digimon who has Filth as one of their natures, and not only that, but Electric as either their first nature or second nature, preferably their first nature, but second will do. I believe Etamon matches that, though there may be others, but as far as my memory can tell, Etamon has Filth as one of his natures, his third nature, and he also has Electric as either his first nature or second nature. So I'm probably going to learn a lot of electric moves with Etamon, and it we learnt from the Soulmons in Greylord's Mansion. Now to go to the restaurant. Vadermon works at the restaurant and is actually a very useful one, because his foods, although they're expensive, they boost your stats by quite a margin. I'm just gonna... I didn't do that. I want to see if I can get Vadermon, because Vadermon's foods really boost your stats. If it's Tyrannomon again, then I'll have to make do of Tyrannomon. where I stand with everything. I think I've got 49 prosperity points. I think I'll save. I suppose I recruit Leomon, and that will bring me up to 51. Wait, how come I had 40 prosperity points, I think. Okay, I don't have that much money. I had 40 prosperity points. If Vaidamon's ultimate, that would make it 43. If Quagamon and Carboterimon are 2 champions, that would make it 47. Okay, I'm quite sure about that. Perhaps there was another recruit that I'm forgetting about. I'm not quite sure about that. But anyway, Leomon will bring it up to 51, and then I'll be able to access Mount Infinity. So those super restores are going to be really helpful. Yeah, as for Piximon, obviously Piximon's powerful and might defeat me, but obviously I've got super restores that will bring me back. Sorry about that. I've got super restores that will bring me back should I get taken out by him, and not only that, but obviously Piximon has Earth as one of his natures, Fire is strong against Earth, and obviously I've got Meltdown, which is a strong fire technique. I've also got over 300 attack and muscle charge, so I should be able to do a fair bit of damage against Piximon. Obviously with the moderate ability, I can do muscle charge easily, and with 200 brains, I can do it 3 times. Because if you have under 100 brains, then you do moves like muscle charge, war cry, acro magic, whatever. If you have under 100 brains, then you do it once, and then for each like other 100 brains, you do it once more. So 100 brains, you do it twice. 200 brains, you do it 3 times. 300 brains, 4 times. 400 brains, 5 times, and then I think it stops at 5. And even with more brains, you can't do it more than 5 times. Although it might be different with full power, you might be able to do that more, I'm not sure. Now we have to be careful with Leomon. If you rush through the text, it will cause the game to freeze. That's particularly at the end. It's a bit like with Meteormon, so we've got to be a bit careful. I think it's okay to begin with, it's just sort of later on you have to be particularly slow. Yeah, the message conveniently just happens to tell him to go to the city. Whatever. I'm not going to question it. So with 51 prosperity points, I can either battle Drimogemon and move on to Mount Infinity, or I can focus on Piximon or Monzaemon, or both. What's that big fairy do? Ah. I guess I'll hold on to it. Sometimes an increase in weight can boost your chances of a Digivolution. There again, sometimes the opposite can as well. I think I'll put some stuff in the item bank. The water bottle should go there for obvious reasons. How close am I to Sukamon? About halfway. Actually, I'm going to grab the practical floppy as well. That will come in handy against Piximon. Just debating what to do. I don't see a tremendous amount of point in going to Mount Infinity at the moment, because there just isn't a tremendous amount I can do. So I'm not going to talk to Digimon. I don't want to trigger Airdramon yet. Instead, I want to focus on Piximon. I'd rather battle Piximon than Monzaemon, at least to begin with. Monzaemon does full power, which obviously boosts all his stats, and that can make him quite a tough nut to crack. Piximon, on the other hand, doesn't do such stuff. So now I'm going to repeatedly go backwards and forwards until Piximon shows. Hopefully this won't take too long, but let's see.